So grateful you're here with us to join us for Be the Shift. We have Michelle Abrams here, and this is why you always want to keep your little antennas up. You never know who you're going to meet when you're sitting at the hot springs in Durango. And I met this amazing woman who just has such a rich background as well as an amazing leadership project that she's running right now. So, Michelle is a 200-hour professional yoga teacher, as well as an internationally published model and fashion stylist, musician, an avid lover of living an active lifestyle during all seasons. And I really felt that vibe from her and from you when I met you. And Michelle founded the Women of Colorado, which is super cool because of her strong belief that women should use their skills in Stoke to spread knowledge among the female community of athletes and artists. As someone who experienced difficulty in her early life regarding friendships with women and the loss of her mother, seeing the encouragement and judgment-free attitude of women really just inspired her to unite them and share the Stoke. And Michelle truly believes that the community created by the Women of Colorado represents some of the greatest female athletes and artists in the world, and works to share her vision of women's empowerment with all that she comes into contact with. Women of Colorado provides a community of people brought together by their kindness, talents, and their drive to improve themselves, their community, the environment, and the lives of others. So, welcome, Michelle. And just, I've heard of your organization. To actually meet the founder of it was such a lovely experience. And
At
yeah,
the
I mean,
ring.
I just want to hear, like, what does Be the Shift mean to you? How was being the shift through this organization your expression?
Yeah, well, being the shift has, on a personal level, it's just to me like taking the parts of yourself that you find uncomfortable, that you find challenging, and using action to transform the things that you find difficulty with. And how that really kind of drove my purpose to founding Women of Colorado was, as you mentioned, losing my mother at a young age. I did not have a prevalent female role model in my life going through some of the most difficult years of your life, your preteens, your teens, high school. And then in high school, I just kind of like to stay by myself and do my homework and kind of fit in with everyone, but not really particularly anywhere. And I think the fact that in high school, especially the competitive nature of the school I went to, I experienced a lot of underhanded bullying, especially from women, when I was young. And so I kind of always had this perception that my relationships with women were not mendable, and that I was never going to have these strong female role models or these strong female friendships in my life. Also being a musician, a lot of musicians are males. And so I really grew up being around a lot of guys. I wanted to skateboard and play video games and play poker and whatnot. And so being the shift for me was taking that perception of myself and where I fit into the world and where my relationships with women stood, and challenging that and saying, you know what, this is just something that I'm telling myself. This is not necessarily the truth. And as we kind of open up to the idea of the things that we constantly tell ourselves and whether or not that really is the reality, it allows us to shift and transform and really to find our purpose, and really to take action and to actually change things, not just for yourself, but in my case, for other people. And I've actually gained really amazing friendships and really amazing memories through deciding that I was no longer going to listen to the outdated narrative in my head about my relationships with women.
Mm. Well, I also want to just thank you for your vulnerability and sharing about your mother and really making that and transforming that. It could have been a major trauma that sets you really down, and really moving it and transforming that into your soul power, and making your mess your message, and challenging what was true in those relationships with women. So I think that's just so powerful. And I'm curious what musical instrument or what kind of musician you are.
Well, and see, that's how we became friends because now I just friend women strangers all over now because I'm not, holding on to that idea that I can't just be friendly and meet cool women. And yeah, I play quite a few instruments, and I play bass guitar, and I play drums. And long time ago, I was on American Idol, so I sing and
Oh my
write.
goodness. Yes.
Long time
I
ago.
found an American Idol.
Yeah, no comparison, but take what little 15 minutes of fame I could get there.
Awesome. So I'm curious, you said that you really have curated this group, a lot of athletes, a lot of musicians, and so much of what you do is based in the outdoors and honoring that. So how is health intersected with your entrepreneurship, and building your business, and just in your own life?
Yeah, to me, health is this multifaceted thing. Um, I think a lot of times we tend to look at health as like a physical wellness, but I really see health as integrative of your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, and your physical health. Um, and so for me, with founding Women of Colorado, one of the really important things was to not just nurture women that enjoy the outdoors, because obviously, as people that live in Colorado, we're all here really because we love the outdoors, but also to foster the creative aspects of people and the more mindfulness aspects of people. So, our events have included things like jewelry making. They include things with the outdoors, fitness classes, yoga classes, but then we've also expanded, into mindfulness, meditation, guided meditations, working with people that are life coaches to help guide people along their path in a mindful way. Right now, we have a journaling group going on, so that's interesting, just sharing thoughts. And then a lot of our activities too are really rooted in learning. So the cool thing is you get to learn these skills from other women who have spent a lifetime cultivating their knowledge. And so, in the sense of health being this multifaceted thing where it requires not just a physical health, but a mental, emotional, and spiritual health, I think that my view on health has really impacted the way and that I see what I can offer our community and what type of events I would like to offer and what our ambassadors offer, because it is really important to us that we're fostering that knowledge and that growth for everybody on multiple levels, whether it's going out and cleaning up a trail or it's learning how to fly fish or whatever it might be. That self cultivation is a huge part of health. And again, it just plays into your life in so many different ways. And so we kind of try to touch on all those different ways so that we are really creating a community that's built upon wellness in a total sense, not just in a physical sense.